traditional form, which is always top to bottom. If you're voting in November, and I hope you are going to vote, regardless of whom you vote for, it's unrealistic to assume that you're voting for the most intelligent person in Oakland. I don't think the most intelligent person, if we could narrow it down, is on the ballot. You're voting for leadership skills. I'm hoping to bring leadership and facilitation skills to the position of town council in order to incorporate the knowledge base that exists in Oakland. There's a lot of people with very specialized knowledge, very smart, specialized, that could provide some great insights, some great skills, some great information by which our elected leaders can make a decision. There's also an even larger population that has common sense. We need both. We need both Oakland residents who have special skills and knowledge, and we need to tap into that great resources of common sense, which is so overlooked in government. So one of the benefits that I hope to bring is the ability to provide a platform where we can have bottom-up information getting into government. I would like to see technology used not just for updates on when we put out our recycling or self-serving statements about how good a job we're doing, and rather use a platform so that we can create dialogue, we can build consensus, and we can provide for a stronger, better Oakland. Oakland's special, unique nature is often based upon our volunteers. We are a great community in terms of volunteering and being involved in different organizations that try and make this a better town, a better community. Why can't we have that same commitment, that same level of involvement, that same passion for our municipal government? It's logical, we should want to do it, but unfortunately, the present system, the way things work now, we're often discouraged. We often are afraid. We're often intimidated. I believe that, as I explained before, in terms of making information accessible, allowing people to have facts, to present them, to communicate, to educate, these are the pros, these are the cons, this is the situation, we'd like your feedback. I believe using that technology, using that philosophical approach, will allow many more residents to take an interest, to be involved, to offer feedback, to offer insight, and we can make better decisions. We can have a better community with a collective effort rather than just voting once a year and hoping for the best that this person is going to make the right decision for all of Oakland. I don't think that is fulfilling democracy as a way of life. It's democracy as a government, but it's not a way of life. It's not being actively involved in the democratic process of governance. We have enormously high taxes. We have a lot of inefficiency in our government. That's our fault. We continuously vote the status quo. I'm offering a change in the status quo. I'm offering to provide a different form of government that allows input from Oakland residents so decisions are made from the bottom up. Yes, as a town council member, my vote will be my vote, but I don't want to base it based on my own experience, my own knowledge. I want collective input. I want to hear from people with common sense, and I want to hear from people who have special skill and special knowledge. I want to combine all that so that when a decision is made, it's a decision based on consensus, not just based on my personal experience. That's why when we often elect members to town council that have come up through the system, so to speak, we're basically voting the status quo. We're basically voting for a continuation of what we have. So when we have taxes that continually rise, when we have inefficiency in government, we have voted for that. And if we don't take responsibility, then we shouldn't expect anything different. We can't just blame politicians. We can't just blame Trenton. We can't blame the government because we are the government. This is America, and that is something that's fundamental in our nature. Even though we elect people to vote for us and represent us, we as Americans believe that the final authority lies in us, that we are the final authority. And we need to put that belief into practice by taking an interest in governance, what is going on. And the way it is now, it's very difficult. There's no way to be informed about a subject, to know the facts, to understand it so that when we communicate our concerns to the government, we can do so in a knowledgeable, informative way. And so when we do go without the facts being easily accessible, without all the information, we can often experience anger and discouragement because government controls the facts, government controls the information, and therefore their opinion is the most informed, and therefore we must be subservient to that opinion. We need to turn this around. We need to turn it around so that the public is fully informed, fully educated on the issues if they choose. It's readily available. We have the technology, we have the ability in the 21st century to do this, to create an informed public. Then we need to create the platform of a public that is easily involved and engaged. Provide the platform for them to provide input, provide the platform for them to discuss it amongst themselves. We need to return to those values that a small community of 900 people once had and build it for 12,000 people. The benefits are, as I see it, will be lower taxes. Once people are able to see where money is being spent, how money is being spent, they will be able to use their new platform, their new influence in government to demand change. Because without the ability to see the information, to analyze it, to speak informed opinions, then it's too easy for elected leaders to say, well, you don't understand this, you don't understand that, it's very complicated. Well, it's not. It's not very complicated. I believe you can do it. I believe lots of people can do it. I believe we should be working to get our high school students ready to do it and involve them in our local government. They're a great resource. It's a great way to start. I believe even in our grammar schools, we need to start teaching civic engagement so that our children can learn how to take control of our government. Because I'm not really sure I have great hopes that our generation will be able to accomplish it. I'm not sure if there's the political will, the political courage to do it. But I have great hope that the next generation and the generation after that will be able to take back government, will be able to return it to the people, and we will have a more efficient government, we will have a better government, and we will have a better community.